morning. Man, exciting times. Man, I'm back there watching Mr. Daysville. I'm like, yeah! It's hard to, sit down. Anyway, so I'm still trying to get myself together. But great news. I know I normally come out and say, give a little bad news about the things we're doing wrong in the audience. So now you're expecting me to beat up on you. But no one threw any food at anyone this morning so far. Good, great, congratulations. Congratulations. You were reading last night, weren't you? You were reading. Very good, I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. Congratulations, because the numbers are in from just this week, and production is up 9% over the same time. Oh, absolutely. Recruiting is up 25%. Yeah. Okay, all right, hold up. Most companies would be excited if we said we're just up 1%, just up. Just up if the market is just up, if a company is just up, if a company doesn't have to downsize or lay off someone, but we're up 25% and our entry fee is 5 times more than when it was last year, this same time. Yeah. So we don't want to hear about a bad economy. Because folks, when they see the value at $249, they see the end result of a lifestyle change, folks will make that investment. Would you agree? So we've got to have some posture. I know we see Dave Savola up here, and we see him the way he is today, but the attitude came before the paycheck. Would you agree? You've got to think that way first. And so, again, we talked about it yesterday. We've got to be proud to say the name Prepaid Legal. Let's stop hiding and say, well, I do a little business from home. No, you do prepaid legal services. This is the company. You've got to be proud. And so, on the way here, I just arrived in Oklahoma City, and a gentleman that helped us bring our bags to the truck. And, I'm prospecting him, and he says, oh, prepaid legal. Yeah, I was hip to that in the year 2000. That was his exact words. I was hip to that in the year 2000. Cool dude. The cool. I was hip to that in the year 2000. That's what he said. And I said, seriously? So you're still getting checks from Prepaid Legal today based on what you did in the year 2000? Stop playing, man. This is what I said to him. And he said, no, I didn't actually join. I said, you didn't join? And he said, no. I said, I tell you, I'm going to do you a favor today, man. Today is your lucky day. I'm going to give you this DVD if you promise to watch it, because it's not too late for you to still get paid in the year 2018 based on what you saw here today in the year 2009. And so look, he says, oh my gosh, thank you so much. He's thanking me for prospecting him, because it's the posture. You got to believe in what you do. You got to know what you have is better than what's out there. So we got to stop being wimpy. And people say, oh, prepaid legal. Oh, you heard of it? What'd you hear? I don't really care what they heard, because I know what I know. You saw Randy Harp go over the numbers. You know what you know. Everybody with me? So production's up 25%. Congratulations. I was supposed to just say that. I came out just to make that announcement. I get carried away. Sorry. Next announcement. You ever have anyone say, well, I don't know if I need a lawyer. What would I use a lawyer for? I haven't used a lawyer in all my life. Well, there was a brochure out called The 101 Reasons. Yeah. And it gave us 101 reasons for the reasons why you would need to use an attorney. Well, we've revised that brochure now. It's actually a brochure now, like a trifold brochure. And you can personally, it's huge. So when folks say, look, here's 101 reasons why you could use our service. So you can personalize this brochure with all your information right on the back of it. And for all those who register for Las Vegas, you're actually going to get 100 free 101 reason personalized brochures as long as you register this month. Okay? You can either go out to the prepaid legal booth and register, or you can register online or call in this month, and you'll get those brochures personalized with your information on the back of them this month. So make sure you take advantage of that. Great news, right? Now, I know some of you are clapping. You're like, Las Vegas, I just barely got to Oklahoma. I'm painting a vision for you. I'm trying to get you to see yourself further than where you are. I'm trying to see I want you to see yourself down on the floor in Las Vegas. Everybody with me? Yeah. So, register for Las Vegas. How many people plan on going to Las Vegas? Now, half of y'all lying. You know you are. You know you are. I know it feels good, but unfortunately, and I should say in reality, half of every convention we do, half of the participants, of the attendees, are brand new. Never been to a convention before. That means that whenever we say, how many of y'all going? Half are lying every year. Lie every year. Every year. We got 50% of the room are liars every year. Now, I just wish I had some truth serum today and know that this group committed enough to give themselves more than just 6 months. One of the 10 core commitments says be here a year from now. And so, it's unfortunate because we tell our kids, hey, listen, don't start anything you're not going to finish. Listen, if you're going to do something, finish it through. See it all the way through. And we teach our kids this, but we as adults won't follow that same system. So all we're saying is don't give up. How long does it take for a child to walk? Until. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down, as long as you get back up. We're so afraid of failure, and so when we start to condition our children for failure, we say things like, well, listen, if you're going to be a professional athlete, that's okay, but have a backup plan. We're already telling them that you're going to fail. We're planting a seed of failure in their minds. Instead of saying, give it all you got. Give it everything you have. If you fall hard. Don't just skin your knee, get scraped up. So we're afraid. But I tell you what, you've got to have an expectation to succeed. You've got to come in with a certain level of expectancy. You've got to see yourself as an executive before it comes. And the training we have planned for you right now, I believe that more of you will be able to see yourself as an executive director. Now, I took a trip to Africa, and we had the privilege of going on a safari to witness the Great Migration. And while we were out there, we saw 2 cheetah. And the cheetah were on like a little hill, and they saw some gazelles, 3 gazelles. And so they came off the hill with an expectation to hunt, kill, and eat. Okay, follow me. And so they come off this hill, not because they said, well, let's just run around and play with the gazelle. They didn't say, well, let's just see what happened, and maybe we'll get something today. They didn't wake up thinking that, I'm hungry, but those gazelles are fast. I'm sure they weren't thinking that. I don't know, because I wasn't in the cheetah mind. I don't know. I'm just imagining. Follow with me now. I'm imagining when they came off the hill, they said, we're going to get them. This is what I'm imagining. The only reason they came off the hill because they expected to get them. So they came off this hill, and the grass is tall. And so they get down low, so low that we're in this big Jeep. I have to look down to see them. They're hidden in the grass, but moving slowly because they expect to catch them. So they get up close. And right when they're about 20 feet away, they I have this on camcorder, but they're so fast, I have to move my camcorder like this. I mean, it's fast. Now, they didn't know which way the gazelle were going to go. This wasn't planned out. They didn't know what their prospects were going to do. Because some of us are waiting for, well, just tell me exactly what I need to say. I can't tell you that because I don't know what your prospects are going to say. It only happens when you give it all you got. They just said, we're going to go for it. If they run left, I'm going to run left. If they go to the right, I'm going to go to the right. And that's what happened. They split up, and the cheetah just continued to run after. They found one slow one, because always one slow prospect. There's always someone. They just need to get caught. Now, I can go on with the story, but we got to get on. I'm running out of time. Here's what I want to share with you. And I got to tell you the reason why I said this, because some of us take things too literal. And so you'll be in a supermarket, like looking around the corners like that. I don't want y'all hiding in the grass in the aisles of the supermarket going for the kill, because that's weird. That's a little weird. You know what I mean? You don't wear your prepaid legal late adjusters if you're going to be sneaking around. And don't do that. It's embarrassing to us. That's embarrassing. Some of you all embarrass me. I eat out and they're like, oh, I talked to somebody in prepaid legal. They were so pushy. They shoved the magazine in my, they made me. Don't do that to people. Sorting is what we do. Professionals. That's what we are. Prepaid legal. All right, so the reason why I say the story is because they expected to eat. You should expect abundance. You should expect to have the best for your family. You should expect to take vacations based on the destination, not the cost of the accommodations. You should expect to eat based on the food on the menu, not the cost next to the food on the menu. You should expect the best out of life. So, to help me with this training today, I've got 3 superstars in prepaid legal. 3 superstars in prepaid legal. I mean, we selected these folks not because of their popularity, not because we like them, but because of the production, because of the results they have in these 3 areas we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about prospecting. You know, who to prospect, how do you prospect? Recruiting, once you prospect, what's the best way to actually get them into the business? And then once they're in the business, what's the fastest way to help them to advance and get paid? And we chose folks from each of those categories who have been the best. When we looked at the numbers and we see what's happening. And so to talk about the prospecting portion, a good friend of mine, a millionaire club member, $250,000 ring earner, regional vice president from the Midwest area. Please help me welcome Mr. John Mullott.
Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer.
Wow. Yes, yes. How you guys doing? Good, good. Incredible, incredible. You know, to put me up here after Dave Savola and then Mr. Self, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure you guys want to hear anything I got to say at this point. Thank you. When Mr. Self asked me to share the mindset of prospecting to kind of set the stage for what you're going to hear yesterday when he asked me, this morning I wrote down a few things that I believe will help. I think when I think about the mindset of prospecting or the philosophy behind prospecting, I realize that it's a lot like dating. Prospecting is a lot like dating. Remember, in fact, when you're prospecting, there's clues to how well you're doing, just like in dating. You know, when you're dating, there's clues. Let me give you an example. First off, anybody in the room ever date? Okay, that explains some things. But here, if you've ever dated and you're on a date, and let's say you're at the movies, and you reach over to, you know, she's holding the popcorn, and you reach over, and at about the same time she puts her hand in the popcorn thing, the same time you do, and your fingers kind of touch in the popcorn, and she turns over, gives you a little smile, a little giggle. How is the date going? Good. We know this. That's a clue, right? Let's say you're in that same movie theater, different date, and you go for the yawn kind of, and she smacks you. How's the date going? All right, you guys got this. So we know that there are some clues when it comes to dating. Just like in prospecting, there's some clues that are very easy to catch. The challenge is we have got to be aware. Sometimes I know we're a little bit unaware. Mr. Self, you know, talk about being weird sometimes. Sometimes it's amazing how we get into a business like this and we become weirdos. You weren't weird before prepaid legal. You got in prepaid legal and now you walk into the wedding reception and people are running from you. They're ducking under the table. Say, oh my God, here he comes. Duck down. You weren't like that before. I can understand because I know when I first got involved in the business, look, from my background as a custodial engineer, they didn't teach me how not to. So I thought I had to be a great salesperson. to do well here. So first weird thing I did, I started calling my friends, and I changed my voice. Hey, Bob, this is me, Mr. John Malott. I'm now a legal liaison with now I got a title, never had a title before. And my buddy's like, look, man, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Whatever you do, you need to get out of there. We start doing weird things. We start wearing crazy badges that we wouldn't have worn. I've seen people that have, you ever see those red, they're electronic. I don't know how they plug it in, but they're across the thing, it's got all kinds of sayings on. People think you are nuts. So one of the first notes you should write today, and I don't have a lot of time, so one of the first notes you should write real big on your paper is be normal. Write that really big. Be normal. Okay, 2 of you are excited about being normal. All right, I'm sorry. All right, I said I would be on time, so I'm going to move quickly through this. The next mindset we've got to get is third party, understanding the importance of third party. Because sometimes we want to be the deal. We want to be the man. But in a company like this where there's so many third-party tools, there's so much validation outside of ourselves that we don't have to be the man. That was good news for John, the high school dropout janitor. You guys with me? That I could get somebody else in the mix, and they didn't have, look, nobody thought John Malott, the janitor, who's rolling around in a two-tone, one-tone rust, one-tone dirt, was going to be the guy that would deliver you to financial freedom. People were running from me. So early on, the mindset of third party came in. Let me give you an example. The mindset of third party suggests that people that know you the best, they respect you the least. Oh, some of the guys in the room, I know, you're just too cool for this one. Let me prove it to you that I'm right. Look, you may have hung from the chandeliers only one time, but everybody around you remembers that one time. Your mother changed your diapers. Of course she doesn't respect you. Watch this. Let me prove it to you that they don't respect you. Let's go back to the dating thing again. Remember when you were first dating, when it was new and it was exciting? Remember when she would walk into the door and you'd open up the door? Come on, honey, I got you. There you go. Go on, pumpkin. And then you go in behind her. Remember that? Remember when you were on the beach and she was a little cold? What'd you do? Come on, baby, take my jacket. I got you. You don't remember that. All right. Look, now watch this. Now you've been dating for a while. No, you guys have a little, God forbid you married the woman. Now you're out in front of church. Now you're leaving church, you're in the car, she's trying to get in the car, you're playing games with the door locks, lock, unlock, she's trying to get in, can't get in. You know what I'm talking about. Wait, now you're on that same beach. She says, I'm cold. Baby, I got my coat, I told you should have brought yours. Woo! You're right about that. Look, what's changed? What's changed? The respect. See, if you catch this mindset going in, this is a lot like dating. It's a lot like dating. Mr. Self talked about posture, so I can just check that off my list. What I will tell you this about having a posture, here's what we know for sure. Just like in dating, the person who cares the least has the most control of the relationship. How many people know what I'm talking about? All right, just give me a minute on this one. How many people have been in a relationship where the other person does not care as much as you did? And you're calling like every 2 minutes. Don't do that. Look, the person who cares the least has the most. Let me prove it to you. How many people love cats? Now watch this. Watch this. How many people hate cats? Oh! That's like a politically incorrect thing. I mean, you can't hate anything anymore. But watch. If you hate cats, and you go to your friend's house, I don't know, to watch the game, the basketball game, and you go and sit in the chair, inevitably, where will that furry little creature end up? Right in your lap. You're like, but you hate cats. Now, all little kids love cats. As soon as they see a cat, what do? They're chasing that cat down. They finally get a hold of the cat, upside down. Cat's trying to get away. You guys know what I'm talking about? See, this is sometimes what we do with our prospects. We're in the mall, like Mr. Self talked about. We're in the mall. They're trying to get away. We're like, no, don't go. Prepaid legal. Just when they think they got away, wait a minute. Prepaid legal. Everybody know what I'm talking about? All right, you guys are catching this stuff. All right, here's the challenge. In prospecting sometimes, it was Mr. Olson that taught me, say less to more people. Sometimes it's things you don't say It's making it being professional. Sometimes our appearance says a lot. How we look. You know, look, it's little things sometimes even in our appearance. Sometimes just trimming your nose hairs is a good idea. Because that might be the one thing. Sometimes they can't help. So if you got a redwood forest growing out, get the weed whacker. That might change some things. That's little things. The automobiles. Look, when you were dating, the automobile was very important, wasn't it? Why is it we getting prepaid legal? We got the raggediest car. Look, you know you should not advertise on your car prepaid legal services if you have to name your car so it will start in the wintertime. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Come on, Bessie, just one more time, baby. Come on. I'm the only one? You know, that's a clue. Don't don't advertise prepaid legal on your automobile. Some of you guys are getting this. All right, I got to go. One more thing. We got to create the list because this is a numbers game, just like in dating. Look, I had to go through a lot of numbers. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I had to go through a lot of numbers in the prepaid legal business. I had to go through a lot of numbers to find me a Tiffany Beverly Mott. Thank God they put her on the stage, so I had a target. But listen, no. It's a numbers game. You've got to go through the numbers. So the first and most important part in building this business, you've got to create that list. You've got to have the list. You've got to put it on paper. You've got to write down. You've got to start moving through that list. It was Mr. Kevin McDaniels who gave me, early on when I got involved in this industry, he gave me some numbers, and he called it 650 to freedom. And I'm going to wrap up with this. He said 650 to freedom. Apparently he got these numbers from the direct selling. I don't know. I never really checked, but I'm assuming he did. 650 to freedom, he called it. He said, here's the deal. For every 13 presentations that you make in this entire industry, now you can see our numbers kill these numbers. But he said for every 13 presentations that you make, you'll sign up one associate. This is the numbers across the industry. For every 13 now we know Mr. Stonecipher gave us the millionaire formula. We know we crushed these numbers. Every 13 presentations, you'll sign up one associate. For every 10 associates that you sign up, for every 10 associates that you sign up, one will become a leader. One. So how many presentations actually have to be made before you find yourself a leader? You guys are catching this. For every 10 associates, you'll find one leader. In this industry, in this company, find yourself 5 leaders, which would be about 650. Now look, for me in the beginning, I didn't know 650 people. I had my little neighborhood. That's all I knew, my little circle. But I knew I had a little list of 50 people, and that 50 people turned into, I don't know, 20, 30, 40,000 associates nationwide. And we put these big boards on the wall, and we had 1 through 650. I promise you, I got the $250,000 ring, made over $1 million in this company way before 650 presentations got done. Because of what we got, because of the power of what Mr. and Mrs. Stonecipher put together. So you guys know the deal. Let's not be weirdos anymore. Let's go out here with some posture. Let's be professional. Let's represent this 36-year-old incredible New York Stock Exchange. God bless you guys. Take charge. Good night.